Okay, we'll just take a couple more if you can. From Bob, are there any strategies that you learned from playing bridge that might have helped you on Jeopardy, your time on Jeopardy?
Ooh, I don't know that I can point to any specifics. I mean, I will say, like, there are some similarities, and you have to kind of do your analysis and make the best play. Sometimes the best play takes you out of your comfort zone. You've done the math in your head and you think a deep finesse is correct. You take the deep finesse. You've done the math in your head and you think, okay, I need to bet everything on this daily double, even though I'm completely wiped out of the game if I get it wrong. If it's right, you do it. You don't just go halfway and cost yourself a potential victory because you don't trust yourself. You got to have that faith in your analysis.
Yeah, well, I guess aside from knowing all that stuff that you knew, one of the things that made you so unique on Jeopardy was your, accumulating money and then the daily double and then, just accumulating money the way you went at it. I don't know that anyone ever did that sort of style before you.
I suppose there's a maybe somewhat related concept just to think about. So when especially in Double Jeopardy, when these daily doubles come up, I kind of had two modes. If you watch the games, like the first daily double in Double Jeopardy, and especially the single Jeopardy daily double, I suppose I would be super aggressive because your goal there is to build kind of an insurmountable lead. But there were times when I hit the last daily double of the game late, and I had a big lead, and I would actually sometimes bet a little conservatively, at least some people thought, because then when you're in this spot, it's like you've bid to an unlikely contract, but it's really good, and now you've got to play safe. I have a sure victory unless I throw it away trying to get rich quick. So you assess how good your contract is, what can go wrong, and whether you need to take some chances or play super safe. And then I would, kind of switch modes in the game based on the situation and the dynamics.
I like that. I mean, I was aware of your betting strategy. You knew when the game was claimed, especially for Final Jeopardy. Sometimes you see people make a mistake and bet a stupid amount. You always knew the right, like if you had a claim not to blow the game, you always knew what to do.
Yeah, it was in my final game. For those of you who remember it, perhaps I got some flack in the media for betting small, but I was in a spot where I basically needed Emma, who was leading me in Final Jeopardy, to get this question wrong, and what do they call these second order assumptions in bridge? You assume that the thing you need to have happen is going to happen, and then you think, okay, well, based on that, what is my best strategy? And my best strategy was to make sure third place is locked out, so he couldn't pass both of us. So I really feel like it was the right move at the time, even though if Emma had known this approach, she could have bet 0 and 1, but I figured there was a very low chance she was going to do that, so you don't worry too much about it. You just do what is right.
You don't go for the reverse psychology. I like that.
Right.
Okay. Just